But peep laws and alpacas, this is Livvy, and I don't know what to call this, but you guys really want me to predict what happens in the Cuphead show using tarots. And as some of you may have heard, I have really gotten into, you know, tarots and oracles and psychic readings. I've been really getting into them. And as you can see, I'm doing this outside, and it's a different type of environment, and the only thing professional right here is the camera. Like, as in, like, there's no lighting except for the sun, and the microphone is just with the camera, so my studio stuff is still inside. So I'm going to be doing the best I can with this. I will be doing three different types of readings about the prediction of what's going to happen in the Cuphead show. Now, I've done practice readings. I've actually done a reading of what's going to happen to Miss Chalice in the Cuphead show, or as I should say, how she's going to be like in the Cuphead show. And by the reading of the cards, she's going to be exactly like how she was in the books, but what she's doing this time is getting them more into trouble. That's what I gathered from the cards. And I even did one on King Dice, and his is very interesting, and the theory about him being a good guy, the reading actually, I don't want to say it solved that, but it made it a lot more interesting. And if you want me to discuss what I've read in like a future video, I can, but I can't do the same reading because it's already done. But one thing I will tell you is the devil card did turn out in his conclusion. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do two separate readings on what happens to Cuphead and what happens to Mugman in the Cuphead show, and talking about what type of character they are. And I'm going to do a classic tarot spread called the Celtic Cross, and I'm going to be using these oceanic tarots, which they're basically mermaids and sea creatures, and the art's really pretty. And some of their cards are a little different, but they're still pretty easy to read. And just so you know, I still will have the guidebook with me, because some card meetings I don't know it off by heart, so I will have the guidebook to help me and get all these cards out. And all these cards are appropriate to show on camera. And here's the little guidebooks. And I even have a dictionary with me too, because they use a lot of big words. But yeah, I don't memorize each meeting off by heart except for one, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because it is personal. But I'm going to shuffle these like you would playing cards. Like, I shuffle these very differently, and I make sure I don't do it like if you were to play cards. Like, see, I did that, and I also do this a little bit. So, the reading that we're going to do first is what type of character is Cuphead going to be in the Cuphead show. Now, as another note, I have not seen all of the episode leaks. I've seen little clips of it, and I've seen the first full episode, which I was tricked into, and I'm not proud of it. So I have no knowledge at all of what happens in the Cuphead show except for the first episode. But for the series itself, like, of course there's more than one episode, and the clips do not count. But still, I do not condone Cuphead leaks. So, I have no knowledge. I just know by what the directors have said, and a little bit of the leaks, and from the Annecy Film Festival. That's all I know. I'm going to shuffle these one more time, and then it's time to spread them out. And I'll have... It's really hard to... I'll just do it like that, because it's really hard to shuffle them like cards, because they're really big. Ah! What am I doing? Alright. And we'll do it. Alright. I need a reminder of the Celtic Cross. Here it is. Okay. 1, 2, Oops. 5, 6. I should scoot these over. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Very interesting. And let me get the book. Drop the book. Okay. So, his first card is the 8 of Cups. I'll even show it because these cards are okay. The 8 of Cups, which is just 8 cups with a dolphin. Okay, 8 of Cups. And I've seen that card several times. And you would think I would memorize these, but I don't yet because I'm still getting into it. But still, my readings are like, holy crap. Which means he's going to change. He's not going to be exactly like he's going to be like he was in the books or the game. But he is going to be a little different, or he's trying to be different. And, oh, my brother's cat jumped up here. Wow. At least he didn't really mess up anything. Oh, my brother's cat. So, yeah, and it is like it said in the Annecy Film Festival tease, is what we need is a little fun and adventure, which means that he wants to go on a journey, which that's what that card says. So yeah, that card definitely fits Cuphead, that he just wants to change. He wants to... The advice that says in here is follow your heart and go forward. So even though his heart might not say the right message, he still wants to go forward, go for a change, and he just wants to have a lot of fun. So yeah, that card really fits Cuphead. Now the next card is the 9 of Wands, which is, 9 wands and a seahorse. Which, the dolphin and the seahorse eat stuff, and that's just the characters that they put on the cards. That's all that means. And that, oh, I forgot, like the first card is definitely who Cuphead is, and the second card is what is helping him. Like, what is his help? Like what is or who is helping him? Oh, defense and challenge. Yeah, that definitely says the same thing as in the game and in the books, that he's always up for a challenge and hard work, and pretty much has no fear or is facing fear. And the advice is protect what is yours by all means, but free up your thinking, create some mental space to plan for the future. So yeah, it's Cuphead already has a plan. It might not necessarily be a good plan. It might be really dangerous. Like the game already knows that. But defense, that's what's helping him. His biggest shield is the 9 of Wands, or defense. Okay, we're gonna go to number 3, which is what he's expecting now, or I guess you could say in the beginning of the show or throughout the show, is the Queen of Pentacles, or kindness. Yeah, that pretty much fits. The Queen of Pentacles. And I am thirsty. Get my orange creamy elixir, or just orange cream flavored sparkling water. It's really good. They also have one that's cotton candy. It is amazing. But anyway, the Queen of Pentacles. And again, kindness. And this is like his present. And when I read in the keywords, yeah, that's definitely Cuphead. It's money. He likes money. As we all know, he's greedy and he always wants things to do with money. And generosity, money, comfort, nature, and love. And the advice is be hands-on, get involved, give practical help, and share your knowledge with those who need it. Like, yeah, Cuphead definitely does get involved. I don't know about the, sharing his knowledge, because he might give out some bad advice, or he might give out good advice. Like that might be, something we don't know about Cuphead, is he probably will give out, oh yeah, he does! In the, Carnival Chaos, he tries to calm down Mugman about certain rumors about the camp and the curse, and he's like, that's just a bunch of hot air. So yeah, that could be his present. Not like what you see throughout the show, and his current situation always is kindness. Like, even though it might not turn out like that, but that's what his main meaning is. Alright, next card, which is number 4, and his question and foundation of the reading. Okay, so I'm guessing this would be the question that he always has for himself. And we're actually back to the Pentacles, and this is the Knight of Pentacles, or loyalty. Which, that actually sounds very right for Cuphead. And the keywords are order, planning, trust, work, property, investments, and process. Like, he always, like, trusts or gets Mugman to trust him, even though his trust might not necessarily be good, but he owes Mugman's trust, and he works, and he has a plan of what their adventures would be like. Like, he's the one with the most plans and the most process. And the advice is, hard graft may not be exciting, but the results will bring you great fulfillment. Especially in the Annecy Film Festival, when Elder Kettle told the boys that they were going to paint the fence, and Cuphead's like, oh. So yeah, like, he knows, like, it's not going to be exciting, but it's going to be worth something later. What that card means, and his question, like, what's the point of doing this? Like, is it going to bring some excitement and adventure in my life? So yeah, that, I could see that being Cuphead. Alright, and his next event. Oh, so what's gonna happen to him? That's, I don't know how to explain it, because I'm pretty much, sounds like I'm explaining one episode, but I'm pretty much saying the whole series, and which is the Page of Pentacles and opportunity. Oh, so he's been given an opportunity to do something. Oh, especially like what he was in the game, that, you know, the devil said, if you win one more roll, all the money in the casino is yours. So Cuphead's gonna do something like that again. That's what this says. It's gonna, because the keywords are money, messages, communication, work, luck, confidence, and optimism. And the advice is, look out for offers regarding property and work. There's a good opportunity on the horizon, but be delinquent. I don't know if that word is right, but check out contracts carefully. Oh, like, even though in the Q&A by the directors of the Cuphead Show, they said that they're not sure if the casino is going to be in the show, but that does not mean there's a certain type of contract in the show. Like, maybe Cuphead signed a contract for a job, but there's a fine print, or like a job or a contest, and there's a fine print that's like, but da-da-da-da-da, and it's usually something very negative. So, but he's taking that chance, and he's making the same mistake as he did in the game. So that's going to be quite interesting to see what other shenanigans he's going to get himself into in the show that he's going to sign a contract for. Okay, past events or hidden factors, and that's number 6, which is 2 of Swords, which is Crossroads. And so pretty much what we're saying is, this could be from the game, this could be from the books, or it could be something that we don't know. But let's read the 2 of Swords and Crossroads. Which, that would make sense, because how the game started is they were wandering into the woods, and they found the casino. Even with Elder Kettle's warnings, they still went into it, so that, like, and it got them into huge trouble, so that's the Crossroads. But let's read doubt, uncertainty, stalemate, indecision, being stuck, disconnected, blocks. And look again. Take a fresh angle. Any action or decision is better than none. This is a great opportunity or a breakthrough in your thinking. Ah, so that card could mean when he decided to take a chance to bet his soul to the devil for money. And even though that was a very stupid decision, he still did it. That's what that card symbolizes. Alright, we're gonna go here to the 10 of Pentacles, which means luck. And his luck is also how he sees himself and what he can do. Luck. This fits him very well. Like, these cards really do fit Cuphead. Family, celebrations, generosity, money, luck, completeness, and love. So that's the type of character Cuphead sees himself as. That doesn't mean he's necessarily that, but he likes to see himself as that. And the advice is, participate in special bonds you share as a group, and love that comes with commitment. So doing stuff with Mugman. Or maybe later on in the show, doing stuff with Miss Chalice and Mugman. So that fits that no doubt he likes to do things with Mugman. Like, he never argues like, oh, can't Mugman stay home or anything like that. He never argues. He always wants to do things with Mugman. That is what he likes to see himself as. Keep forgetting to show these cards, but yeah, that's... And now, 9 of Pentacles is gratitude, which is his environment and his people around him. Gratitude. 9 of Pentacles. Luxury, relaxation, home, ambiance, independence, and generosity. So basically, this is Elder Kettle's house. Like, it is his home. Apparently, that's where he feels the most safe. And his environment. And I've always had this question that I'm actually going to make into a future video on the channel is, could Elder Kettle be the richest man in the Inkwell Isles? And this card actually might answer that because of the luxury and money. Like, even though his house does not look like, you know, a mansion, it's just a little cottage, but it's still very comfy, it's luxurious. And the advice is devote time and money to your interests and your home. You could be the center of your world and appreciate all the good things in life just now. And they showed in the Annecy Film Festival that Elder Kettle gives Cuphead a $5 bill, which back then $5 is pretty much 80 bucks. And that is no joke. And again, I'm gonna talk more about that in a future video. His hopes or fears, which this matches very well because it is the 8 of Pentacles and it is achievement, which that is, I would think that would be more his hopes than his fears. Analyst, dedication, detailed work, commitment, money, education, perfectionism. I could see Cuphead having more hopes in that than fears, but he could be fearing that someone thinks he's not perfect enough and he needs to be more perfect. Like, that is possible. That could happen in the show. And of course, money. Oops, I'm reading the wrong one for that. Oh, no, money's there too. Money and education. So he might not want to go to school. Well, I don't know. I don't really see him having a huge problem with school, except maybe in school that there might be a question that he does not know the answer to, and my brother's cat's walking here, hello, please stay over there. And so he might be scared that they asked him a question that he doesn't know, and he's like, you know, frozen in class, which that kind of happened in Mountain of Trouble. And the advice is, you have the ability to earn more and learn more. Whenever you focus your energy, success will follow. Yeah, his fear is pretty much people wanting him to be too perfect or not liking him for who he is. So that's a huge possibility. And the outcome, which is King of the Ocean. Or in another tarot deck, that would mean the Emperor and order. So, his outcome is order. So let's read that card. So his outcome is he's always able to protect Mugman, and he becomes smarter and more organized of how to do that, and he has the authority and leadership, and he has lots of boundaries, and he's a little more focused than he was. And the advice is it takes time to get your work, finances, or home in order and take control to protect your assets. You have the power. So it pretty much says that Cuphead is the older brother, and he has the power to do so. And he really wants to protect Mugman, and he wants to make sure that Mugman has a good brother figure. And he seems to achieve that at the end of the show. Those were the readings for Cuphead, of what he's going to be like in the Cuphead show. Now, let's shuffle these cards and get to Mugman. And we will do the same thing, the Celtic Cross for Mugman. And we're going to see what type of character Mugman is in the Cuphead show. These cards are really hard to shuffle. Like, I thought I was able to... Well, there are some cards that I use that are smaller, which is going to be in the next deck after this one, that they're easier to shuffle. This, I just do the best I can. Okay, we'll do this one more time. And now, Celtic Cross. Oh, his reading's more interesting. And let's see what fate I have for Mugman during the Cuphead Show. Alright. What type of character is Mugman? He's a page of swords and gossip. Mugman, what are you doing? Gossip. Complaints, bitchiness, it actually says this in here. Complaints, bitchiness, backchat, cutting words, politically, legal issues, and paperwork. Mugman's a complainer? I don't really see Mugman as being a complainer, but that's pretty interesting. Let me read a person who is young at heart, which, yeah, Mugman is the youngest of the two, has a secret agenda. Ooh, Mugman's hiding something. That's what he's doing. This may take the form of gossip or slander against you. Although this page often appears with witty and charming, which, again, Mugman, he thrives on attention and is self-interested and underhand. The card can also show legal matter, a complaint at work, or need to sign a contract to... Ooh! Or other contracts. Oh, so yeah, Mugman is a complainer. I still will love him, but still, it's like that's gonna be a different form of Mugman than we're used to seeing. And the advice is be precise in all your verbal and written communication so that you can't be misunderstood. So Mugman is a little bit misunderstood, but I can see like maybe Mugman could try to tell Cuphead to not do something, or tell Cuphead that what he's doing is not a good idea, and what type of situation you got him into. So yeah, and actually this was based off of a leak that I saw that could match that card very nicely. I'm not going to tell you what that leak is because I don't condone to it, but all I can tell you is that is a really good reason to cry. Okay, so that is the question. That is the current situation that Mugman's in, or who Mugman is, and what is crossing or helping him. And that is the Hermit. Okay, so this is who's helping him, or what's helping Mugman. Got a little bug on me, because this is what I get for doing it outside. Thought, treatment, travel, inner journeys, solitude, protection. So this whole time, Cuphead is protecting Mugman, and Mugman needs to learn to get a little more loose. And I've read this in so many, character bios, like on Wikipedia and even in the art book, about the type of character that Mugman is, that he gets really, skeptical when Cuphead brings him into these adventures, but secretly he likes them. So yeah, these cards are actually pulling out the true colors of Mugman. Like, he's not so sweet and innocent as you think he is. And the advice is try not to resist loneliness. If it gives you time for for healing, you can find answers you need and know yourself more deeply. So pretty much, there will be a time that Mugman will ask Cuphead for alone time, which would be for his own mental health. So this series is gonna be very interesting. Okay, and number 3 is what he expects right now, and that is kindness. Isn't that the same card I had for Cuphead? I may be wrong. Or the Queen of Pentacles. Let me get some more water, because I do talk a lot with these, because I'm really into this. Yeah, this sounds the same, and I think, and if I may be wrong, like, I'm gonna look through this when I edit this video, and you probably already see that, yeah, if they do have the same thing, then it's kindness, and the keywords are generosity, money, comfort, love, and nature. Be hands-on, get involved, give practical help, and share your knowledge with those who need it. So helping a brother out. Like, I swear that's what I had for Cuphead too. I swear. I may be wrong, but that, if that's the case, that is something that they both got this, and that also shows how much of a bond the brothers really have. Okay, next card. And this is Mugman's question. This was actually Cuphead's conclusion. The Emperor, or King of the Ocean in this one, but in other tarots it's the Emperor. An order. Let me look at that again and see how it... Like, he's asking for his focus and what really protects him. And I remember in the Annecy Film Festival, Frank actually makes Mugman go, the most dangerous mug out there. And, oh, was that the devil? So that could relate to this. Like, that could be Mugman's question is what can he do to protect himself? What is his wisdom? And actually that also relates to another leak that I saw. That could feel that question. Like, again, I've seen clips, I've not seen full episodes. I have seen clips, and the only one I've seen it, and I'm not proud of it, was the very first one. Okay, what happened in his past? His next event. Achievement! Which is also the Eight of Pentacles. Achievement. So, what does Mugman actually achieve? Analysis, dedication, detailed work, money, education, and perfection. So that's his next event, this was also Cuphead's fear. So I'm guessing there was a time that Mugman got really praised for a job that he's been doing very well, and Cuphead's jealous of him. That could be something that could happen. Like, again, I'm not going into full details. Like, I could see a slight portal, but I can't really go into full details because I don't fully know, and this is just pretty much predictions, and I can see the portal slightly of Mugman getting all these praise. Maybe Cuphead and Mugman got a job, and Mugman's doing a better job than Cuphead, and he's becoming jealous. So, yeah, I could see that perfectly in this card. Okay, and his past events, which is endings, Ten of Swords. Ooh, that's the Ten of Swords with a shark. So, this is scary and interesting because this is what happened in Mugman's past. Endings. Walk away and let go. Focus on the present rather than dwell on the past. Completion, release, drama, transformation, victimhood, trust, and shock. No, truth. I'm sorry, truth and shock. Oh. This is probably something we don't know about Mugman yet. They could have had a really brutal fight as kids. Well, no, they're still kids. I mean, like, they could have had a brutal fight in the past. Let me read it. The 10 is, as the final number card of the swords, is summing up an ending, usually involving some degree of drama. Oh, so there was some sort of family drama relating to Mugman. Again, probably more jealousy because there was already a sense of jealousy in Mugman as it comes to Cuppy. When Cuppy already has jealousy with Mugman. So there must have been something else that has happened that made Cuphead really jealous of Mugman, and then and the drama was worse and it ended. That's something that happened in Mugman's past, which that is like, wow. For how Mugman sees himself, the tower, destruction. Aww. Okay, breakdown, endings, chaos, surrender, breakthroughs, beginning, enlightenment. Surrender to the universe, give up control, and begin to construct a new way of working, thinking, relating, or living. You now have freedom to start over and a strong foundation on which to reveal whatever has fallen. So, that actually really fits with Mugman, even in the game, because Mugman was like, oh no, we're finished, when Cuphead bet his soul to the devil, and he thought, we're done. We're gonna die. We're done. And so, he's probably gotta be like that throughout the whole show. Like, whatever situation Cuphead got the boys into, Mugman's like, we're dead. We're in trouble. We're done. We're dead. But then later on, Mugman finds a way to get themselves out of the situation. So this is a good card for Mugman. that Mugman sees himself as, you know, first he thinks it's all over, and then he later on thinks, I can fix this. This is his environment and people around him. The vortex, temptation, or in other cards, this is the devil. This is the devil in other cards. So, and that actually fits, especially living with Cuphead, of what this card means, especially with temptation, and that's the people around Mugman. And let me read that. Choices, contracts, yep, control, power, affairs, restrictions, and addiction. So, sounds like his environment relates mostly with Cuphead. And his advice is, if you decide it's time to break an argument or habit, do it. It will be easier than you think. Don't let your circumstances dictate who you are. Take your power back. Take back your power. Again, it's like he feels that there's a lot of people that could just walk over him, and that's not always the case. The 9th card, which is the 5 of Pentacles, hopes and fears. He's feared of being abandoned. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles is abandonment. I'm getting another drink of my elixir. Oh. A bug flew in my face and it made me drop my cap. And now, abandonment. The 5 of Pentacles. That is Mugman's true fear. Which that actually really fits Mugman very well. Like, he's scared of being alone, and he's always cautious. So I can see where he's afraid of being abandoned. Isolation, money problems, rejection, bias, fear, risk, and relationships. Could this mean like something about Kala too? I might be jumping too far with that one, but more likely he's scared of being alone and scared of, you know, nobody wanting him. Which, that would fit Cuphead, Mugman very well, because he's always with Cuphead. That's the one thing. And the advice is, you do have support, but you may be looking in wrong places or to the wrong people. Go beyond your usual networks and you'll find the help and comfort you need. That's interesting. So he could also be finding new friends as well to, you know, be away from Cuphead for a while, and he can find another friend that he would want to be with for a while when he wants to get away from Cuphead. Like, that is possible. And now, the outcome of Mugman, and this fits him. Especially the type of character Mugman is, and what he needs. Here it is. Strength. Strength. This is what's gonna happen to Mugman at the end of the show. His outcome, which is courage, patience, endurance, risk, balance, opposition, and vitality. And stay firm, calm, and take the higher moral ground. This situation is a test of your character, and you will, I don't know what that word is, and patient enough to withstand outgoing challenges without panic or a compromise that doesn't feel right. So I'm guessing he might have rescued Cuphead in a situation. And like maybe in the end of the show, Cuphead might be in deep trouble, and you know, Mugman may think that it was all hopeless, but then he comes to the rescue and saves Cuphead. So, his strength, his stability, and that is the type of character that Mugman is going to be in the Cuphead Show. I'll have these sheets. You can screenshot them and print them out to keep these in mind when you're watching the Cuphead Show. And I may be right, I may be wrong. But we are not done with these readings quite yet, because we have one more prediction to do. And that is a prediction of what's going to happen in the whole show, not just with one character like I just did with Cuphead and Mugman, what they're going to be like in the show. Now, I'm going to get this book in here. Now, I'm going to predict what the whole show is going to be like. I'm going to be using an Oracle deck called the Elements of Source, which this is from Meowwolf. Shop Meowwolf. These are amazing Meowwolf Oracle cards, and they are very scary and very fast. Quick, scary, and to the point. And also some of these cards, like if I ever get any of these cards, there are some cards that the picture on them is not appropriate and is not appropriate to show on YouTube. So if I ever get a card with an inappropriate picture, I just won't show it. But this one is quick. I just draw 2 cards, shuffle, and I have to really feel the energy of these cards. These are very powerful cards. And from Meowwolf, one of the most amazing art companies in the world. And there's a fly that keeps flying on my face. I think they want the sweets, and that's what my brother's cat wants too. He wants the donut. Well, that card's definitely not appropriate. Ugh, what are you? Weird bug. And now, I'm gonna shuffle them one last time. Okay. I put the card down, and I have to really feel the hype and the excitement of the Cuphead show. I have to stay calm too, at least for that too. Because that would look weird on camera. But stay calm, stay collected, really think about the cards. What is the Cuphead show going to be like? What's the excitement that's going to happen in the show? What are all the situations that are going to be in the show? What predicaments are going to be in the show? Okay. Okay, and then 1, 2. That's it. Okay, the first card I drew, Innocence, is what the show already is. It's an innocent, cutesy show, which I like that. Innocence. It's an innocent, cutesy little show, but that does not mean there's nothing really serious about it. And the core is mystery, and the subtract is wonder. Weakness can be strength. Oh, that could be the whole theme of the show. And we're gonna look through it. Your wonder pierces veils, brings insight, shatters property and comforty. Do not let anyone mistake your innocence for weakness. Be a child, see the new eyes. So, that's pretty much the whole story about how, seems like the whole series is basically based off of the 2 brothers. And most of them, they just think they're just crazy little kids and nothing more, nothing less. And they can't really do that much except be annoying. But this is a good card. It's a fun card. Innocence. And now, the second card is supposed to be what they're going to find in themselves, or what the show reveals, and that is Solitude, which is unity and harmony. Personal truth may set the others free. Ooh, that's very interesting. Like, are they going to rescue Inkwell Isle? Is that what this card is telling me? Yes, solitude. Bring in solitude can open the eyes. It can cause you to see the world of others in a new light. Find harmony within yourself. Bring the truth back and be collective. So, at the end of the show, or the series, everyone's really going to see the brothers for not just being like little children, or teenagers actually, but on how strong and courageous they are. And, you know, not judge a book by its cover. So, I will have these cards of who they are, and this is Meowwolf's. So I'll even have a link to buy these cards in the description below, because I really recommend them. They're really something. I really love those cards. And also, if you see the bottom, they create like a oil spill rainbow. Like, I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but you'll see what I mean. But, so those are my predictions on what the Cup Bros are going to be like in the Cuphead Show, and what the Cuphead Show itself is going to be like. So tell me in the comment section below, what do you think of this prediction? And if you really want to, like, see if I'm right, you can, you know, write these all down and have a little cheat sheet. And you can tell me, like, when the show comes, how I did. And if you would like to see me do other types of predictions that are Cuphead related, nothing personal, not like, don't ask me, will I win $1 million, or will I buy a new house, will I find a new job? Like, don't ask me those type of questions, because I can't help you there. And but ask me anything that's Cuphead related. Like, I was thinking about doing a article reading on the Cup Bros' lives, like their actual whole entire life and their future. So, and I knew a deck that can do that very nicely. If you would like to see that, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you want me to do tarot readings on another character that could be on the Cuphead Show. Like, I already did Chalice and King Dice off camera, and they both have really interesting results. And I really love tarot cards and oracle cards and psychic readings and all that. I'm really into this. And if you would like to see more videos like this, please let me know. And what do you think of this setting? Like, you could critique the setting all you want. Something I kind of threw together. Like, is there something I should add? Is there something I should remove? Like, or something that, I don't know. But you let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe, and hop aboard the Alpaca bandwagon for your Cupology classes and Psychic Cup readings. Follow me on LiveFoxyTars on Twitter and Twitch, and visit my TeePublic shop. I'll see you next time. Knockout Bravo.